So what I have here is the 6-car Yellow Submarine set that was exclusive to Walmart. I think it came out in July. For some reason I've been holding off on doing a video about these, but I've got the whole set, including the one that everybody wanted, which was the Cool Combi Blue Meanie. We'll start off with the first one. I've seen this movie recently, and I don't think I totally understand the whole movie. My mom said it was more like a stoner movie for stoners and stuff, because a lot of people were getting high then, I guess. This movie came out in 1968, the same year as Hot Wheels. The movie's like 48 years old, I think. The group formed around, the Beatles themselves formed around 1960, and I think they lasted till 1970. That was about 56 years ago. And let's see, and they broke up in 1970. The movie is based on the Beatles somewhat. That's the characters right there. That's the Beatles right there. But they weren't voiced by the Beatles. I saw the movie, and the Beatles were only in the last few minutes of the movie, where they tell you what they got after they completed the quest. Anyways, we'll start looking at them. I can also give you a plot a little bit later. I also got something else to show you. So there were 6 cars. This is the first one. It's bumper round. It's supposed to be the Yellow Submarine. Here's the back. One for each member, and one's the Yellow Submarine, and one's the main antagonist, which is this one that everybody was interested in, was getting the Cool Combi, because I guess people were saying customization they wanted it for, but also probably a lot of scalpers were buying that one. Anyways, we'll open it. And I will keep the card out. A lot of times I just clip off this little bubble. Okay, well, here it is. Kind of looks a little like the Yellow Submarine. At least the tampons do. And there is one that came out in the Hot Wheels line this year of the Yellow Submarine. Okay, and this is a casting that I really like to collect. I built a little popsicle stick building of a what are those, bumper cars thing. Anyways, the next one, Cockney Cab 2. This is a fantasy casting. I think only 2 are real cars in real life. It's number 2 of 6, and let's see, who is it supposed to represent? John Lennon. Only 2 of the original Beatles are alive today, and that's Ringo and Paul McCartney. Ringo Starr and Paul McCartney. The rest all died. I think they always talk like there was a 5th Beatle. I don't really follow the Beatles that well. I listen to like the Who and the Rolling Stones, and mainly heavy metal though. So as you can see, those are the Beatles on one side, and who was it, John Lennon? Yeah, John Lennon. So I assume that's probably him, since it says that's him on the card. Okay, the next one is called Fish and Chip. This is kind of one of my favorite castings. I think someone actually opened this one, and they found out that there's actually a plate of fish and chips on the seat. I don't know if that's true today, because sometimes they like changing it. I probably wouldn't mind. You can see some like ridges in there. I can't really tell. I'm not gonna open the whole casting. So anyways, this is Paul McCartney. He's still alive. Take a look. Yeah, it looks like the same picture on the other side, just in different colors. Anyways, pretty nice car. It almost looks realistic, but this, I'm pretty sure, is a Hot Wheels original. Okay, next car we got is this one, the Morse Mini. Here's the card art. I don't know if I showed you the card art on. Well, I did pause, but sometimes I forget to show you that. And this one's number 4 that I'm on next. Keep that from rolling. Morse Mini, like I said. Let's see, who was it now? It was George Harrison. Now this casting has been changed since 2015. I guess during the production year they made it into a plastic base with a clamp on it. Without the clamp, I mean. So it's all riveted. Okay, the next one is the Fast Feline. Here's the card art. It's number 5 of 6, and it represents Ringo Starr. Now this was a treasure hunt in 2015, and I got a whole bunch of those. This one I don't like collecting a whole lot. I'd probably just only buy it if it's in a series like this. It's pretty nice though. Okay, and the last one of the set is the Blue Meanie. This is the Cool Combi, and it's 6 of 6. And this is a real vehicle. It's the one everybody wanted, except in my area. There was only one store that I knew of, and they didn't have scalpers in the area. This other store always had scalpers, so a lot of people go there and buy cases of this stuff. But I kept going back to this one like a week later, and I bought a whole set, like 2 whole sets, but 3 all together, I guess. So my favorite color is blue, and I think this one actually looks pretty cool. I like this one because of the paint. I don't really collect this casting that much. This came out in 2015 in a green, and it also had a super treasure hunt. But I was able to find one, but I didn't really want it that much. So I try not to buy everything every year. You know, everything looks okay, because sometimes you get buyer's remorse. But anyways, we'll go on to the next car. This isn't actually part of this set. I know some people got confused and thought this was. But this is one that you can pick up any place wherever they're wherever Hot Wheels are sold. I picked one up at Walmart and Target, and this is one of my extras. We'll look at the card art. It has the Beatles from the movie pictured on there. And it's getting a little out of focus, and it's new for 2016 from the HW Screen Time series. It's 5 out of 5, and there it says the Beatles' Yellow Submarine. Take a look at the back. Now it says it was born in 2016, but that's not actually from when the movie is from. Like I said a little earlier, it was around 1968 was when it was released. And when they make animated movies, it usually takes longer, so it could have been even older than that. Birthplace is El Segundo, California. Hot Wheels is the designer. Specialty: what happens when we join one of the most memorable songs of the century, the Beatles' Yellow Submarine, with the original stunt brand, Hot Wheels. It's time to climb aboard and go full speed ahead to find out, Captain. Now the band begins to play, and it's music to our wheels. Sometimes I stumble over my words when I read. Anyways, there's the card art a little better. Now we'll look at this. It's pretty nice. I don't know how well it is compared to the original one. I didn't really look up a picture, but I do have a, I guess, a plot of the movie. The music-loving inhabitants of Pepperland are under siege by the Blue Meanies, a nasty group of music-hating creatures. The Lord Mayor of Pepperland dispatches sailor Old Fred to Liverpool, England, where he is to recruit the help of the Beatles, John Lennon, Paul McCartney, George Harrison, Ringo Starr. The sympathetic Beatles ride a yellow submarine to the occupied Pepperland, where the Blue Meanies have no chance against the Fab Four's groovy tunes. Okay, so that was, I guess, the plot of the movie. And they do defeat him. So I guess if you don't want spoilers, you don't want to see this. But anyways, this is a pretty good casting. It looks kind of like the movie. In the movie, I don't even think the submarine even goes in water. I think it goes to different universes and stuff. anyways, it's a pretty nice casting. This is probably gonna go on my movie shelf, my movie and TV shelf, which I built on camera, which is somewhere on my YouTube page. I probably won't link the video because I'll forget. But anyways, it's pretty much about it for all these cars. Again, they were the Beatles set. I think that's all of them, including the yellow submarine. And pretty much the reason why I waited was to get this, and then I did get it, and then I still didn't do the video, but I finally got it done. Anyways, you can like, share, comment, subscribe, and have a nice day.